Garden of Life. We have a lot of updates for you, so we thought the best way is just to zoom it. And yeah, David.
Yes, so hi everyone. Hope you are well wherever you are. Here in Israel, it's very sunny and nice. And we are gonna do a little update about thoughts we have, the process, where we stand, how can you join, and whatever is happening now. So I'm gonna put a whiteboard here to help us understand. Uh, uh, this one. Okay, so we've been working a lot during the last few months to try to explain better what we are doing here and what we are building. And many of you, I guess, came to our events, to our gatherings, and got the feeling of what is the culture we are talking about and what is Game B and what we are trying to build here in Garden of Life and actually already building. And so I'm going to try and describe it with this little illustration to help us understand. So what we are actually building are a few things that are interconnected. So the first thing that we are not building is actually already happening is a Game B ecosystem. These are all the initiatives around the world that are already happening and trying to realize Game B, trying to update the human operating system through regenerative projects and villages, through Web3 projects, through cultural events and movements. And we are part of it. And we want to contribute and to serve this movement, the global movement. And in order to do that, we are establishing our global community, Global Garden of Life DAO. And this is like the biggest community of Garden of Life. Could be 10,000, 100,000, millions of people could eventually join this global DAO. And we're starting now with the pioneers. So in the core of this, one second, in the core of the global DAO, there's the pioneers. It's us, it's you, it's we are all together, whoever wants to be part of it. And so all the pioneers came to the events, read our papers, contributed, commented, and everything, and became part of it. And now we want to establish a more intimate relationship among the pioneers and to take it to the next level. And in order to do that, we are starting process groups. We have a couple of process groups that are starting now. Some of them are international on Zoom, some of them are physical, one in Israel, one in Portugal, and maybe more to come. And these practice groups are working around relationship and co-creation, building a more intimate relationship, working on communication through nonviolent communication, working on collective sense making with sociocracy and other methods, conflict resolution, and how can we co-create together. This is something that people that are joining need to be more committed, already like taking another step in a more serious way, paying like a seriousness fee, committing to come to the summer village that we are holding in August, and committing to all these meetings. And so this will be like the way to enter the global DAO and to be a part in building it, actually. So, and we think that this will help us to grow in an organic way, to make sure that people that are coming are aligned with this vision and culture, to make sure that as a group we are supporting each other and making sure that that we show up. And if we don't show up, there is someone that sees us. And instead of using, technology and stuff like that, or giving like I don't know,
Incentives or
incentives
punishment
or
or
gradings, or stuff like that. So if you're part of a group, someone sees you. And we aim, or we believe that in the future, to be part of Garden of Life, you will always be part of a group. This group could be a local group in the place where you live. This could be a thematic group, let's say all the architects, all the education people, or other stuff. And it also could be a project group. Let's say we are building a summer village, and this is our group. Or let's say we are the pioneers of this community, and we are building it. So this is another group. And within this group can be subgroups. So we look at this ecosystem like a cell. So there is this membrane that we're entering through this group process, making sure that we are aligned, and then we can start working and collaborating. So within this global DAO, we are starting to build the first groups, first projects. So one of them, and a very, very significant one, is the nomad community. The nomad community are people that are aligned with the vision and want to come to the land or the lands that we will have and to experience and to contribute, but they are not ready yet, or they don't want to move to living in a village. And they are the one of the main engines in this movement, in building it, in bringing this energy. And it could be a process. You start as a nomad, and later on, maybe you will join the village. So there is also the village or the villages where people can come and live. And when we are talking about a village, it's a full-blown thing. So just telling you that we are looking now at a land, a very big land. I'm flying tomorrow to negotiate with the landlord, and we are talking about 150 hectare, which is really big, 2 lakes, around 5,000 square meters that are already exist, a lot of building rights to build all the neighborhoods that we want. We're talking about 3 neighborhoods, 36 plots in each neighborhood, each plot around 1,500 square meter. So it's a full-blown village. And also talking about education center and conference center and a swimming pool and sports facilities and a place to work and very good internet and so many things. So imagine like this full-blown village. Some of you already heard it in the meetings, but this is the village. So becoming a global DAO member is like the gateway to become also a nomad member and to be part of it and to have this timeshare in the village. And there is a different and a separated onboarding to become a village member. And this is something that we will open a bit later when we'll have the land and we'll have all the agreements and it will be clearer. And I want to say here something in order to make it very clear and not to disappoint people, that the onboarding process to the village, at least at the beginning, is a separate onboarding process. So there is no commitment if you became a global DAO or a nomad member. There is no commitment that you will be necessarily the village resident in the core community of the village. And this is designed in order to make sure that people that are going to live in the village are aligned, they are ready, they are the right people, they can live together and they can build this village, because we're talking about people that are going to be 24/7 together building it. So obviously we need to take more measures of protecting, listening, doing it in a bit of a different way. So it's important for me to say it, that it's not like a direct flow towards a village membership. And within this global DAO, a lot of other things can emerge. So let's say there is a group that wants to work on the culture and the relationship, and there is another group that wants to start. One second, I'm trying to move shapes that I prepared here. Another group that wants to start, let's say, a school, or there is another group that wants to arrange a festival, and many different groups. So this is the way we design it, is that every group or every project or every sub DAO is autonomous, and it can decide what the group wants to do, what is happening there. Is there an onboarding process? Are there limitations? And we are designing also the tools to manage it, and we are collaborating with Web3 developers and other projects that can help us arrange the technology to support it and to make it very easy to collaborate. And so when you are part of the global DAO, you receive not only the access to the pioneer community, the nomad, etc. You also receive services and tools and the know-how and the culture. You not only receive it, actually, you're also part of building it and designing it in the first phase. And this is what we are building here. And there is another layer to it, and I'm gonna emphasize it with this little triangle here. So, oh, sorry, no, let's delete this. Oh, a bit new to me, but we're almost there. So this triangle represents the investment opportunity. So there is also a financial incentive and rationale in being part of it. So if I believe in Garden of Life, if I believe in Game B, if I believe that living in this ecosystem or being part of this network state in the future, or just being part of this community now, is the right thing for me. It's the right thing to do things. It's the place I want to create. So when I'm here, I have all the people that I need to collaborate and to create my project. I have the services and know-how and the technology for that. And I can also get the resources. So how the resources are entering. So there is like the outer side of it, investors that are lending money to the project to buy the lands or to finance and to give grants to projects. So this is the far end of it. And in this area, we can give interest for this loan. And this is already happening now with the loans that we are getting to buy the land. And I invite you to join, like it's open for everyone. It's very straightforward and easy. And then when we're starting to go inside, so entering the global DAO, I'm paying a membership fee of around $300 per year, euro per year. And it gives me access to all the content and event, etc. And then going another step forward inside, I can become a nomad and I can have the membership of the nomadic community, which co-owns the nomad neighborhood and can get also incentives through the profit that the nomadic neighborhood can generate. Of course, it will be managed and this decision making will be tending towards the village residents and protecting the village interests. But we can be like the nomad community can be part of it. So this is one thing. But I can take another step inside the nomadic community and say that I want to invest in building a nomad home in this neighborhood. And I want to have some kind of ownership or enjoy the fruits of this home. I can do it individually on a specific home, and I can do it as a group. So let's say I have the group of my best friends, or let's say my camp in the Burning Man or something like that. We are deciding together that each one of us wants to put a certain amount of money and to have a home within the nomad community. So this is another way to go inside this investment. And the end of it in the village is actually becoming a village resident and buying my private land for my home and living there. And this will cost something around $150,000 plus minus. We will have the numbers hopefully soon, and then we will share them. It depends on the land itself and the cost of construction and a lot of other things. So I think this covers in general like the structure that we see it and how it's going to happen. I hope it helps all of us, all of you understand what we're talking about, and please ask, share, and help us make it clear.
Yeah, I want to try to make it clear. So in August, we have a gathering in Portugal, hopefully in the land that David is going to see this week. So please send all good energies. But even if that's not going to happen, we're going to meet in Portugal to have a gathering of the community. But until August, what we are starting is groups. Small groups, 6, 8, 10, 12 people in a group that are going to meet 5 times for between 2 to 3 hours. And they're gonna have content that we create that is the pathway, the entrance point to be a member of our global Garden of Life community. Why? Because it's important. We want to be aligned. We want to have people understand our values. We want to have people who are feeling connected to one another. So it's going to be a slow growth in a way because of the small groups, but we hope, and we are starting registration for the groups in order for everyone who feel the calling to be a member of a group in the next six months or so. And that's the entrance point. And the people who want to be members of the Garden of Life DAO have to go through that process. And in August, all the people that went through these processes are going to meet in Portugal for between 2 to 3 weeks. And
it's the 10th of August until the 27th, and there will be different parts, like it will grow over time, start from small group and growing to help us, build the capacity, but also to meet everyone.
Yeah, and it's not a coincidence that the pioneer community is the heart of this. So the people who are entering now are the people who will be able to shape the Garden of Life and how it's going to be, and to co-create it with us. And because of that, yeah, we invite the people who are the pioneers, who feel the calling, who want to take part in shaping it, who understand why they need to put their energy and their time and their money to take part in it. And this is a first invitation that is not open to the public, that will be published only in the inner circles, in the smaller circles of people that have met us, that were invited by a friend who was here with us. And if you feel that calling, then there will be a link to register. And again, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to be in a group starting in April, but we hope and we aim to have more groups starting, and more people that will be able to lead these types of groups. So everyone who feels this calling can join in the next 6 months.
We are building this group process as something that can expand and duplicate itself without like a center management. So as we grow and we feel more comfortable about this methodology, we will open it up more, and this is the way people will join, and everyone will be able to start a group within certain criteria that we will agree upon. And so just to give you numbers, so like the first step, it's around 50 people in the next like 2-3 months, and then we're going to open it up towards like the 200 people. It's going to be including subscription to become a pioneer. So there's going to be also a financial commitment to pay. And then we're going to open up the nomadic membership, which will be around 3,000 euros, and it will include obviously the nights that we will have the right to stay in the shared homes in the nomadic neighborhood. And then I guess around autumn, around October, we will open up also the village onboarding process. So this is roughly the plan. Yeah, it's exciting. It's happening. We are growing, and the stakes are getting higher. And so if at the beginning it was like a very, very open door to everyone to join, now we're kind of narrowing it a bit to make sure that people that enter are like really committed and they really want to be part of it. And in order to do that, we are also opening up our Notion page, which includes a lot of information, much more transparency about the processes, some more information about the economy, a new update intro paper that will replace the Realizing Garden of Life paper that some of you have read, and some more detailed vision of the village, of the global DAO, and stuff like that. So it's very exciting. We are like taking 2 steps forward, becoming more professional, more transparent, and getting the plans done. Yeah, so I think that's for the update today. Yeah.
Yeah, that's for the update. And I am reminding all of us that we are in this experiment together and that we are learning, and we will and we take very seriously your feedback and knowledge and experience. So feel free to comment and let us know what you think.
And even more than that, people write to me a lot and asking, how can I be part? How can I join? So it's very weird for us to be in like a decentralized group that is creating. No one is telling you what to do. No one is clapping hands when you are succeeding, and you just bring yourself. And if people join and collaborate or use what you do, then there is value, and obviously we will improve in this feedback loop. But just telling you that if you want to contribute something, I will give you an example. Someone came to me and said he wants to help to create a visual vision in 3D. So we had a meeting, and now he's working on that. And another person said he wants to write a vision and a plan for the school, for education, for children. And another person said he built like a very interesting regenerative home, and he want to create like the prototype of the homes that we'll have in the village. And another person wanted to help finding the land. And so you are invited to join and just take responsibility and do something and push the vision forward. And this is the invitation. So you're invited, like really invited to be part of it. And we are working really to work as a circle, a real circle, not like a pyramid. And this is something that we are learning on the go. And I want to put my manifestation for the land, and hopefully that all of us will hold it together. So I'm going to see this very beautiful land, very big, 1 hour south from Lisbon Airport, which is very convenient also for international community. 20 minutes from the beach, really, really nice. Sweet water, abundance of sweet water, like a lot of water. 3,000 different kinds of trees. And my manifestation here, my request to the universe, is that the owner, which is a Portuguese, 69 years old, that had a similar vision when he bought this land, to create some kind of a village, a community that is very ecological. This was his vision. So I wish that he will connect to this vision and will be very flexible and generous, and will join forces in order to make it happen, and will help us realize this deal and to create the conditions and terms for us to be able to buy the land or collaborate on the land and have everything that we need in order to have the summer village there, and to do it in a very easy, happy, collaborative, healthy way. So this is my request to the universe and to this very nice person and to this land. So send all the vibration. We are meeting on Friday. So yeah.
Exciting times. Thank you everyone for watching, and stay tuned.
Bye bye.